Hi everyone, I am Neha. Welcome to my channel Chem Life. In this module, we learn about chemistry. Today, the topic which I will have discussed with you is based on ICSE curriculum for upper primary classes 6 to 8. Now, the topic is matter and its composition. The main learning outcomes are describe matter, nature of matter, discuss its composition and properties, state of matter, interconversion of one state of matter into another. And the last is effect of heat on matter like expansion, change of state and chemical change. Let's start. We have to know about matter. So, what is matter? Anything which occupies space, has mass, volume and can be felt by the sense is called matter. Everything around us is made of matter. Like all these are matter which we have seen in our real life. Many of things are used by us in our everyday life, like we eat food, drink water, use table, chair, cloth, bed, etc. Also human beings, animal, plants, rock and minerals, alcohols, gaseous substance are all example of matter. Everything is shown here is matter. Some of them are solids, some are liquids and some are gaseous. All these things take up space, have a definite weight. How much a thing weighs depends on its mass only. Mind it. Now, nature of matter. Basically, in our nature, matter can classified in two forms. One of these is living matter and another is non-living matter. Now, living matter. These are the example of living matter. Here we see trees, human beings, animals which are belonging from living matter. The earth is home of all kind of plants and animals. They can grow, move and reproduce on their own. Whereas for non-living matter, it does not grow, move or reproduce on its own. Again, non-living matter can classified in two forms. One, natural matter that occurs in nature like rocks, minerals, stone, woods, etc. And other, man-made matter produced artificially from this natural matter like soap, detergent. Now, properties of matter. Basically, two type of properties have seen in matter. One, physical properties and two, chemical properties. Physical properties which include state, color, odor, density, etc. Whereas chemical properties include the reaction of different materials with different chemicals. The main physical properties of matter are color, odor, solubility, melting and boiling points. So, composition of matter which is vital point. Now, everything around us is made of tiny particles. Therefore, all matters in our nature is built of extremely tiny particles called molecules. And these molecules are made of smallest particles called atoms. So, atoms are the smallest particle from which matter is made up and molecule are the smallest building block unit of matter. Therefore, if we divided matter, the main basic particle is molecule we have get. Again, if we further divided molecules, then we get atoms. Atoms and molecule. Here we discuss about some differentiate between atom and molecules. So, atoms are the smallest particle of an element. where molecule are the smallest particle of compound. Atoms may or may not exist independently, but molecule always exist independently. Atoms form molecules, where molecules are composed of atoms. Like example, hydrogen atom, oxygen atom, carbon atom, nitrogen atom, sulfur atom, chlorine atom. There are various type of atoms in our nature, where molecule like hydrogen molecule, oxygen molecule, nitrogen molecule, carbon dioxide molecule, sulfur dioxide molecule, etc. Next, atoms have no chemical bonding, but molecules have intermolecular and intramolecular forces due to chemical bonding. Also, atoms have no further kinds, where molecules are two types mainly, basic one homoatomic and two heteroatomic. Except some of noble gas, other atoms are highly reactive in nature, but molecules are very less reactive. Here we see a picture. Do you idea about this picture? Anyone else? Now, this is atomic structure. All atoms in our nature have structure like that. This is hydrogen atom, and on the upper right portion is the structure of molecule like hydrogen molecule. Now here I will give the clear idea about matter particle. Let the matter is water. The molecular structure of water is that. And in this figure, we see that molecule of water made of 3 atoms, 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. Now, if we divided molecule, we get smallest particle atom, 1 oxygen atom and 2 hydrogen atom. So, from this, it is clear that atom is the smallest particle of matter which combine to each other from molecule, which is the building block unit of matter. Also we say it particle. So molecule or particle are interrelated to each other. Now, state of matter. The state of matter depends on the nature of molecules present in it and how they are arranged. For example, different state of water which is matter. Ice. We all know about ice, which is water in a solid state, because here the molecules of water are packed close to each other, can be changed into liquid state, where the molecule of water are not tightly packed as in solid by heating it. On further heating, the water, when the temperature that reaches 100 degrees Celsius, changes into gaseous form, where the molecule of water are very far apart. So matter has 3 states: 1 solid state, 2 liquid state, 3 gaseous state. These 3 forms are interconvertible, which means they can be converted from one state of matter into another and again back into the original state. This is the picture of 3 states of matter. On the left hand side, you see that there is ice, which is the solid form of water, and the middle portion of liquid, and the last right portion of gaseous. What causes a difference in state? Matter is made of very tiny particles called molecules. Already I had said. This molecule of matter have certain force of attraction between them. The force is known as cohesion force or intermolecular force. For details, at first we want to know what is intermolecular force. The molecule of matter are always in motion and attract each other with a force which is known as intermolecular force of attraction, due to which they are held together. Next, intermolecular space. The space between the molecule is called intermolecular space. When molecules of matter are very closely packed, cannot move away from one another, can only vibrate about fixed position, means intermolecular force of attraction is very strong there, and also space between molecule is negligible, then solid state of matter is exist. Again, when the molecule or matter are very closely packed, cannot move away from one another, can only vibrate about fixed position, means intermolecular force of attraction is strong there, and also space between molecules is negligible, then solid state of matter is exist. This is the picture of solid state of matter. Here we say that here we seen how the molecule of solid state of matter is combined to each other and packed to each other. Now, similarly, when intermolecular force of attraction between molecules of matter is weaker than in solid, and the molecules are further apart and not tightly held in their position, means they can slip over one another, then only liquid state of matter is exist like that. Last, on the other part, when molecules are very far apart and intermolecular space is maximum and cohesion is much weaker than in liquid and solid, then gaseous state of matter is exist like this. Characteristics properties of solid. So here we learn about some basic characteristics about solid state. 1. They have definite mass, volume and shape. Intermolecular distance are short, intermolecular force are strong. Their consecutive particle, atoms, molecule or ions have fixed position and can only oscillate about their mean position. They are incompressible and rigid. Here there are some basic examples of solid state of matter like block, ball, glass, diamond, book, pizza, ice, etc. Then properties of liquid. Liquid are more dense than gases due to attraction of particles. Liquid are much less compressible than gases, less empty space. Liquid have fluidity, able to glide past each other and diffuse. Liquid can boil and evaporate. Liquid can be formed into solid. Here some like example of liquid. We see here water, milk, sunlight, detergent in liquid form. That's it. Now, properties of gaseous state. A gas has neither fixed volume nor a fixed shape. Gas can be compressed to a much larger extent than solid and liquid. A gas expands or contracts to a great extent on being heated or cooled. A gas tends to move from a higher to a lower pressure zone. Gas has very weak intermolecular force. Here are some examples of gaseous state of matter. Now, interconversion of state of matter. The three states of matter can be converted from one state to another and again back to the original state. It's called interconversion of state of matter. For interconvertibility to take place, there has to be change of condition. The conditions are heat or process of heating, to cool or process of cooling, or change of pressure, either increasing pressure or decreasing pressure. So change of state are physically changes, the substance remain chemically unaltered. There is no chemical change occur. Changes of state are reversible. Action of heat on matter. When any kind of matter is heated, it gradually undergoes changes in the following steps. 1. Expansion, 2 change in state, 3 chemical change. Let us see how this change occurs. Here we see that on heating, the solid particle can somehow lose, transform into liquid, and on further heating, the liquid particle also can lose and transform into gaseous form. And the reverse order is followed when we cool this state. Change in state. If we heat or cool water up to a certain temperature, its state changes. In general, a solid changes into liquid and a liquid into a gas on being heated enough. The opposite changes take place when a substance is cooled sufficiently. Change in state during heating and cooling process. From this picture, we know that the clearance above idea about change in state or interconversion of state of matter. Change in solid to liquid state. This is the example of change in solid to liquid state, and I hope this picture will benefit for your clearance about idea. The temperature at which a solid melts is called melting point of the solid, and the changes in state from solid to liquid is known as melting. Actually, what is happened? When heated, the molecule in a solid gain some energy and vibrate more vigorously. When heated sufficiently, the molecule gain enough energy to overcome the intermolecular attraction and move far apart. Hence, a solid changes into liquid. On further cooling, the molecule become even less energetic and moves still closer. The intermolecular force increases and the liquid becomes a solid. So, the temperature at which liquid becomes turned into a solid state is called freezing point of liquid, and the changes in state from liquid to solid is called freezing. Next, changes in liquid to gaseous state. The temperature at which a liquid boils is known as its boiling point. The change in state from liquid to gaseous is known as vaporization or evaporation. Actually, as a liquid is heated, the molecule gain energy and move more vigorously. Some of them gain enough energy to move far away from other molecule to form a gas. A liquid evaporates faster as the temperature is raised. When the temperature reaches a certain point, the liquid begins to boil. On cooling, the molecule of gas loses energy and slow down. The intermolecular space decreases and cohesion increases, so the gas changes into a liquid. The change in state from gaseous to liquid is called condensation or liquefaction. Now, changes in solid to gaseous state. Some solid vaporize without melting. When heated, solid melts into a liquid before changing into gas. However, sublimation is a chemical process that skips the liquid phase, causing solid to directly turn into gas. This typically occurs when the substance absorbs excess energy from its surrounding, skipping the liquid phase altogether. The real life example, naphthalene, the chemical substance in mothballs. Iodine, dry ice, and ammonium chloride are the common substance that sublime. Here some example of sublimation cases. We see that solid carbon dioxide sublimes anywhere. Naphthalene, an organic compound commonly found in pesticides such as mothballs, sublimes easily because it made of non-polar molecules that are held together only by van der Waals intermolecular forces. Naphthalene is a solid that sublimes at standard atmospheric temperature with the sublimation point at around 80 degrees Celsius. Now, iodine, produces fumes on general heating. These are the all example of sublimation cases. Means the change in state directly from solid to gaseous. And the last, chemical changes. On being heated, many substances undergo a chemical change. Let us discuss the interesting example. I hope you get interest about this. Burning of a candle. Weigh a candle, light it and watch. You will definitely observe the following steps. 1. The wax near the wick melts and a part of it flows down and solidified. This is also a change in state. Leave it. Next, a part of wax melt vaporize. Again, this is a change in state. Next, the vapor catches fire, burn to from soot. Soot means some like of ashes, carbon dioxide and water vapors. This is a chemical change. So, thank you of all. If we will get positive benefits, then subscribe Chem Life and share it. Keep watching.